Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And today I am revisiting a beer. I'm looking at the Harpoon Dunkin Coffee Porter. I had this last year. It was introduced last year for the first time. And I guess it did well, and they're bringing it back as part of their seasonal release for this year. Um, this beer is 6% alcohol by volume, 28 IBUs. It is made with Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Um, and it says on the label that this is our tribute to all the days that Dunkin' has helped us fire up the brew kettle. Beloved Dunkin' coffee brings robust, roasty notes to this balanced and smooth coffee porter. Harpoon Brewery is out of Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. And it says it's kind of cool. Probably can't see that, but on the back of the label there it says flavor specialty. It's got the Dunkin'. It's just a cool label. It says classic porter, check. With Dunkin' coffee, check. Color dark brown, black, check. Aroma espresso, check. Dark chocolate, check. Taste roasty, malty, check. Smooth, check. Anyway, all right. So it's been a year since I've had this. I do remember liking it. I think I gave it somewhere in the A range, but I didn't want to go back and look at my previous review. I don't want to be influenced by last year's review. Let's see what it tastes like this year. Same recipe, same ABV, IBUs, all that. So the flavor shouldn't have changed. The recipe hasn't changed, but my palate may have. So the pour, pretty much a jet black appearance there with about a finger's worth of a creamy looking tan head. The aroma, getting some roasted barley malt on the aroma, getting some of that coffee, although not too much with the coffee, which is nice. A little bit of caramel. Mm, very nice on the aroma. Nothing really jumps out too much. It's very balanced, at least on the aroma. The coffee is not overtaking the aroma. I'm getting the roasted barley malt. I'm getting some caramel notes. A little bit of vanilla as well on the aroma. And some dark chocolate. So the aroma is very, very pleasant. And that's pretty much all I'm getting, though. Very pleasant, very balanced. Not one particular thing is leading the aroma. It's nicely balanced. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Very, very nice. The coffee is definitely there up front, but it's not too pungent. It's not super in your face. So you're getting the coffee. You're getting some nice dark chocolate notes. Leads into a nice medium toasted bread note in the middle of the sip. Some nice toasty, roasty notes in the middle. Um, the body with this one is medium. The carbonation is medium. Um, some nice caramel sweetness as well. And I am picking up on vanilla. I know this doesn't have vanilla in it, but I'm definitely getting some vanilla sweetness, some vanilla notes on the palate. It does have kind of a creamy mouthfeel. It doesn't say anything in here about adding lactose or anything like that to the beer, but it does have a relatively creamy mouthfeel for a porter. The finish is relatively crisp from that medium carbonation. It's not a dry finish, though. It's kind of a wet finish because you're getting the chocolate notes, you're getting the sweetness from the roast and from the coffee, I suppose, maybe a little bit of sweetness from that, although there is a little bit of bitterness as well on the finish from the coffee. Very, very smooth, though. Very smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Coffee's not too strong. It's well balanced. You're getting vanilla and caramel notes. So it's got some nice maltiness, some nice sweetness to it. The 6% alcohol is masked exceptionally well. You're not picking up on any of that. 28 IBUs. They're coming through nicely. You're definitely getting a little bit of bitterness from the coffee and probably from whatever hops they're using in here. But there is a definite bitterness to balance it out because it is malt forward. up front. Once you get past that initial coffee flavor, you get the caramel, the dark chocolate, the vanilla sweetness, and those bready notes in the middle of the sip. So definitely malty. So the finish is nicely balanced. It finishes, or it balances the beer quite nicely. I think this is a great beer. I'm glad that they put it out. I'm glad I got to try it last year. I'm glad I got to try it again this year. I hope that it continues to be part of their seasonal lineup for the winter. I would buy it every year. Absolutely. No doubt about it. It is a winner. It's one of the better porters that I've had. Um, just a regular standard alcohol type porter, nothing imperial, nothing crazy like that, bourbon barrel aged, anything like that. It's standard. I've had much better porters and stouts, but this one, for a pretty widely distributed once a year type thing from a reputable brewery, Harpoon, out of Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont, I would highly recommend it. I'm going to go with a 94 out of 100. I think it is an excellent beer. I would buy it every year, like I said, and I will buy it again next year, as assuming they still make it. I would definitely recommend it if you like porters. Even if you're not a huge coffee person, I think you might still like this because the coffee is not too overpowering. It's very nicely balanced. I think that's the key with this beer. It's a very nicely balanced brew. So 94 out of 100 for the Harpoon Dunkin Coffee Porter. That'll do it for this revisit review. I hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.